Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is time for our May 2022 release hop. Hey everybody, so I'm using our God Bless America stamp set and outline dies, our new Gnome dies Patriotic Add Ons, our Girl Gnome dies, our Gnome dies Spring Add Ons, our Rectangle dies, and our Scallop Rectangle dies. There we go. So first I'm going to put together my little gnome. I'm just using American Crafts black cardstock and a pattern print from Doodlebug Len that I love. I cut out the little dress first. So we're just going to line that up. There we go. So this is my second video for today, second card video. I have another one that I made using the Star and Stripes candies that you can check out too. So now I'm going to pop up the little feet. The feet, the face, and the nose, and the hands were all cut out using P13 stamping pad skin tones. I got that from scrapbook.com in case anyone wants to know. So the little hat is cut out of Nina Desert Storm 80-pound cardstock. That is from our Gnome Dies Spring Add Ons set. So I'm just sort of figuring out where that little hat's going to go, and then I will trim off that little pointed hat. That was just cut out with, I believe the whole background was cut out of American Crafts black cardstock, but I kind of use a scrap for the background piece. It's kind of what I do. There we are. So now I'm going to add the hat. You'll notice that the brim of the hat sort of lines up with the edge of the dress on the side when you get it in the right spot. There we are. So now I'm going to add another brim cut out of the same Nina Desert Storm 80-pound cardstock, just using some art glitter glue to put it together. And then I'm going to add the top of the hat, cut out of the same stuff. There we go. Using reverse tweezers, working on my Stampin' Up! Pad. All my die cutting today was done with my Gemini as per usual. There we go. So now I'm grabbing some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, and I'm just going to pop up a cute little flower here on her hat. Oh, sorry, I'm not paying attention. Popping up her little nose first, of course. Then I'll be adding her hair. Her nose was cut out of that same P13 stamping pad. And I'm adding the hair. That is just yellow cardstock from American Crafts. I like it's got a little bit of texture. There we are, adding it with some art glitter glue. There we are. And then we'll add the two little bows. The two little bows came from the Pure Poppy cardstock from Paper Tray Ink again. It's kind of my favorite red, truth be told. There we are. You notice I have a bunch of gnome pieces lying around. There we go. Fun stuff, eh? So I cut out that little flower from that same red poppy or Pure Poppy cardstock from Paper Tray Ink, and I'm going to add a little center. That's American Crafts white cardstock, so it's got a little bit of texture. There we go. And then I'm going to pop that up on her the brim of her hat with a Stampin' Up! Dimensional. I'm kind of dressing her up for the holiday, right? She's got like a nice holiday little outfit. Now that green is just some white cardstock that I colored with a Copic marker. I'll list it on my blog. I can't remember which one I grabbed right offhand right now. And now this is a piece of paper from that Land That I Love Doodlebug pad, the 6-inch one, and it's just 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card base. The card base is Paper Tray Ink craft cardstock, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches. Now I've got a scalloped rectangle that is 3 1/4 by 4.5 inches, cut out of that paper from that same Land That I Love Doodlebug pad. I'm just going to line that up in the center. There's a lot of contrast with these colors, which is nice. Now this little rectangle was cut with our rectangle dies, and that is roughly 2 3/4 inch by 4 inches. I'm going to pop that onto the center of the red, and there we go. So I'm just kind of making a little spot for my little gnome. Isn't she cute? Looks like she's going to a little 4th of July party. There we go. I'm just trying to decide what I'm going to do with my design. So I'm going to stick this little gnome down with some ATG tape. There we are. And I'm going to line her up in the bottom of that little vignette that I've got working. Now I'm going to add this little sparkler, or the little fireworks that she's holding. I put that together on my release and review video, so check that out. I put together all of the Patriotic Gnome add-on dies. Okay, so I went ahead and I stamped that Happy 4th of July onto Nina Desert Storm cardstock, cut it out with the outline dies that go with it, and I did cut it out 4 times. So I've got quite a bit of dimension with that, and I'm going to stick that down with some art glitter glue. Perfect. Now on the inside, I'm going to line this up, and I've got a piece of flag paper from that same Land That I Love card, what's it called? Same Land That I Love 6-inch pad from Doodlebug. And this is a 1 5/16 piece of 5/16 inch piece of paper. And then I've got a little 1/2 inch slice of the other side that I'm going to be using just as a decorative topping to that. There we go. I'm going to line it up using my art glitter glue, and then I will trim off the overhang with my scissors. There we go. I do like this kind of plaid print from this pad. It's just kind of pretty. And like I said, I'm Canadian, so we don't do this red, white, and blue stuff. So these will all be going out to my American friends. There we go. And now I'm going to add another sentiment that was from that God Bless America and their outline dies. This one says Land of the Free. I'm going to stick that down on the inside. So that was stamped onto Nina Desert Storm 80-pound cardstock with VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink. And there we go. So now I'm going to add some stars. So I did pull out our star dies, our banner dies, and the Cupcake slider. The Cupcake slider has little miniature plain stars. This big one is from our star dies. I cut that out of Die Cuts with a View white glitter cardstock. So I'm just going to pop that up onto the front of my card. There we go. Then the next one that I'm going to use is from our banner dies. I'm going to pop that up with a Stampin' Up! Dimensional. You can see it has some stitching on that one. That's pretty. There we go. And then the plain one that's going in the lower right-hand side, that is from our Cupcake slider die. So it's just a plain glittered star. There we go. And then on the inside, I'm going to use, that's a star from our star dies, cut out of that same Land That I Love Doodlebug pad. So I'm going to pop that on the inside. And then I'm going to pop a little glittered star from our banner dies. So that has the stitching. And then this last one, or these last two, sorry, are from our Cupcake slider die. They're just plain white. So like I said, Die Cuts with a View, white glitter paper. And there we go. So kind of pretty, right? Anyway, so thank you so much for stopping by. Like I said, be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, get inspired, the Jaded Blossom store, you know, maybe to get your hands on this release. And if you're not sure if you want this release, hop on over and check out the release and review video on the YouTube. Thanks, everyone. Bye.